Is it actually worth traveling with babies? We've traveled with babies as young as 2 months old, and now our oldest are 7. So I feel like we've had experience on almost every stage of baby travel. And I'll be honest, 2 months was too early for us. At that point, I was still recovering from a C-section. I was dealing with postpartum hormones. The baby wasn't sleeping through the night yet. So we were still doing night feeds. Neither my husband nor I were getting a full night's sleep. And because we're not really sit and relax vacation people, we tend to explore and stay busy. Being sleep deprived and go, go, go during the day was just a lot. Now, interestingly, we took that same baby on another trip just 1 month later, and it was a completely different experience. He was sleeping through the night, we were more adjusted, and everything felt significantly easier. That's when I realized it wasn't just about the baby's age, it was about the stage we were in as parents. So is it worth it? For us, yes. 1000% yes. Even that too early trip was still a great memory. Doing anything with kids isn't always sunshine and rainbows, whether you're at home or in France. So my mindset has always been, if it's going to be hard either way, I'd rather be in France. It's such a privilege to be able to share the world with our children while still enjoying travel as adults. The best age to travel with a baby, for us, the sweet spot has been around 3 months to 6 or 7 months. At that stage, they can breastfeed, so meals are simple. They're still sleeping a lot. They aren't very mobile yet, and they're usually content just being held or worn. Once they start crawling and eating solid foods, logistics get trickier. Traveling during potty training can also be challenging. Then around 3 to 4 years old, after potty training, things get easier again, especially if they've grown up traveling and are used to the rhythm of travel days. The financial and logistical reality. One practical benefit of traveling with babies is cost. Kids under 2 fly free as lap infants. At places like Disney, children under 3 don't need a ticket. Traveling with littles, especially with a stroller, can sometimes mean easier access through security lines or attractions. As kids get older, travel becomes significantly more expensive, so there is something to be said for maximizing that early window. But they won't remember it. This is the biggest argument I hear, and it's true. Babies won't remember the trip. Some infants won't even really know the difference between being home or somewhere else. They mostly eat and sleep. But you will remember. You'll remember their amazement, their tiny reactions, their first experiences. And more importantly, it builds something long-term. Kids who travel from a young age may not remember every trip, but they become adaptable. They get used to new environments, they handle schedule changes better, they learn to function in organized chaos. It builds character, flexibility, and confidence, even if the memories aren't crystal clear. When it might not be worth it. I don't think travel with babies is always the right choice. If you're very early postpartum, you deserve time to heal physically and emotionally. Bonding, rest, and recovery matter. If you're severely sleep deprived or overwhelmed, adding travel might feel more stressful than joyful. It may also make sense financially if you're on a limited budget and planning one big once-in-a-lifetime trip that you want your kids to clearly remember, especially if you don't travel regularly. That said, I personally love doing family trip before maternity leave ends. We've done that with our last 2 babies, and it felt like a beautiful way to close that chapter before returning to normal routines. Traveling with a baby isn't always effortless, but neither is parenting at home. There are going to be hard moments wherever you are, so if that's the case, I'd rather experience those moments somewhere beautiful, somewhere new, somewhere meaningful. Please like and subscribe to follow along for more.